Hey, what's up everyone? Today's lesson is on microphones. I'm Daniel, your instructor today. Everyone knows what a microphone is, but do we understand how they work? There are many different manufacturers and types of microphones for many different applications. We could be, say, trying to mic up a tom, a snare drum, a kick drum, a guitar amp, a vocal, a piano. In order for us, the engineer, to be able to pick the right microphone, it's important to have a pretty good understanding of the different types there are and how they work. Microphones are a critical tool that we use in sound reinforcement to be able to capture the performance, put it into our console, manipulate it, and then put it back out to the audience through loudspeakers. There are two types of microphones we are going to talk about today. Let me start by saying a microphone is a transducer. A transducer is an electronic device that converts energy from one form to another. Microphones, DIs, guitar pickups, and loudspeakers are all transducers. The first type of microphone we're going to talk about today is a dynamic microphone. Dynamic microphones use a diaphragm with a copper coil wire and a magnet to work. They do not require any phantom power, only sound waves or SPL. This is called a moving coil dynamic microphone. It is the most basic and simple microphone there is. When the wire is moved across a magnetic field, a current is created in the wire. This is called induction. When we talk or sing into the microphone, the sound waves that we produce with our vocal cords hit the diaphragm, causing it to move back and forth. Since the copper coil is attached to the diaphragm, it moves across the magnet, creating an electrical current. Na 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 na. Ooh. Na 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 na. Ooh. Some of the most common dynamic microphones out there, for example, are a Shure SM58 or SM57. Shure SM58 is a dynamic microphone. It is affordable. It's durable. I have actually seen a singer wrap the cord around his arm, sling the microphone into the ground, hitting the stage, making a massive thud, pulling it back up, and then singing into it. So, like I said, they're a very durable microphone. I'm pretty sure that you're going to find an SM58 or SM57 in every recording studio, church, theater in the world. Again, they're very durable, very versatile microphones. This brings us to the second type of microphone we are going to talk about, a condenser microphone. Condenser microphones use a capacitor that gets an electrical charge from phantom power or battery. The capacitor stores the electrical charge and creates an electrostatic field. Condenser mics are much more sensitive and more delicate than dynamic microphones are. It is rather simple to overload or distort a condenser mic. Taking this into consideration, condenser mics are more suitable for lower SPL levels than a dynamic microphone is. The capacitor inside of the mic has two plates inside of it that are extremely close to each other. Both of these plates are conductive and hold a charge. One plate has a very thin diaphragm that responds to SPL, and the other plate is solid and is the plate that sends the electrical charge that runs down the cable. A bias voltage is required across the capacitor to sense the change in capacitance. As the capacitance changes, so does the voltage across the capacitor. This voltage can be sensed by either a vacuum tube or a field effect transistor. In either case, power is needed to run the circuit. Once this change in voltage is sensed, it creates a positive or negative charge and sent to the mic pre or gain. So in my experience, condenser mics, like we said, are a little more delicate and they don't handle higher SPL as well as dynamic microphones. I have found in my experience that choosing a condenser mic is something I choose when I want to get a little more something out of that performance. I want to kind of spice it up, flavor it up. Maybe it's a lower signal that I wanna kind of bring out in that way. So condenser mics are a very good tool, and it's good to understand how they work and how different they are than dynamic microphones, because they are very different. There is more to learn about microphones, and we will be going into that in greater detail as we go. Some of the things we will be covering are directional properties such as omnidirectional, unidirectional, figure eight, bidirectional, cardioid, supercardioid, variable pattern mics, and different miking techniques. So thank you for joining me today in this lesson on microphones. Again, I'm Daniel. Have a great day.
5